next problem on the same concept of constructing a network diagram. So here is the question. It is listed in the table are the activities and sequencing is also given in the table necessary for a maintenance job. So job is of the maintenance, right? So we have to develop or construct the network diagram for this maintenance job, and this is done on the heat exchanger in a refinery. And these are the activities here, and this is the description here, and then we have the predecessor activity. If we look at the activity A, it has no predecessor activity, and the description is dismantle pipe connections. Then we are going to start the activity B, and for this activity B, activity A is the predecessor activity. Then we have likewise for activity C, it is activity B which is a predecessor activity. That means we have to finish activity a B before starting activity C. If we look at these three activities here, B, 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 that means not three, like from these B, these three activities are going to start. That means C, D and E. From this activity C, once activity C is finished, then activity G and F are going to start. Then we have once activity F and G finish, once we end these two activities, then activity H is going to start. Then D, E and H, okay, these are the predecessor activities for I. So once these three activities finish, that means these are finishing together. Once they finish together, then only we can start the activity I. And finally, once activity I is finished, then we can start activity J. Now let us construct the network diagram for this problem. Now see, first of all, it is given in the problem. We are going to start with the activity A, that is dismantle the pipe connections, right? So this is how we are going to start. This is the activity A. So once activity A ends, right, because activity A is the predecessor for activity B, that is dismantle heater, closure and floating front, right? So here activity B is going to start, fine. So once activity B ends, because we have seen in the problem activity from activity B, activity C, activity D and activity E are going to start, right? So here is the ending of activity B. So from activity B only, once it finishes, activity C, D and E are going to start. So this is your activity C, right? And then we have other activity, that is activity D, and then we have the last one, that is activity E. That means here once activity B is ending, three activities are going to start here. That bursting activities C, D and E will start from there only. Now further it is given once activity C ends, from activity C, right, from activity C, which one starts? It is activity F, right? So activity F is going to start here once activity C ends. Likewise from activity C only we have activity G also, that is going to start and it will end, fine. And there is no activity that is connecting them, and hence we have to connect them using a dummy activity, that is D1, fine. Now we see in the problem also F and G, F and G, they are going to end together. This F and G, they are going to end here at point 6, right? F and G, and then activity H will start. So this is going to end here and activity H will start here. Once activity F and activity G ends here, from here only activity H is going to start, right? And then if we go further and see activity D, E and H, that is activity D, activity E and activity H, right? They are going to end together at the same node, this one, right? And they will give the starting for the next activity, that is activity I, right? Now here we are going to connect these two because there is no other activity which is connecting them, and hence we are going to introduce the D2, that is a dummy activity 2, which is going to connect it. And hence once this E, this D, E and H, they end here, then only the next activity starts, which is the activity I, right? Once activity I ends, we have the last activity, that is activity J, right? This is how we can prepare, or we can construct a network diagram from a given data. I hope you understood this. Thank you.